Welcome back to Cuba's Automotive. I've been called out to this Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's a 2004 with a 4-liter. And the problem is crank, no start. Technician was working on this. Pretty much, I think, gave up. The owner of the shop wanted to go ahead and have me come out and give a second opinion, or maybe even a resolve to what the issue is. My thoughts. So like I said, crank, no start. I'm not going to go ahead and crank it because I know the battery is not in the best condition right now. It's new, but it needs it's a low state of charge, and I have my jump pack clicking away on it. So if you hear that, that's what that is. I have here printed out the pinout for the PCM. My suspicions are the PCM. Yeah, I have the pinout for the PCM and all the wiring schematics I could possibly need for the engine compartment. Some background information. The technician had brought this in, and I believe he also came to the same conclusion, that it was a PCM. There are quite a few Jeep Grand Cherokees on the premises, and I believe he installed a used one. However, it had the same condition. So that's where it's been left off. Then he second-guessed himself and not thinking that it's a PCM any longer because he put another one, which may or may not have been good. I believe that the other vehicle was sitting, so I don't know. There's like a junkyard area on the premises that they use for Frankensteining vehicles, to best describe. So, yeah, I think the mileage on this is like 100 and something thousand. It's not that high, I believe. What else? I was here a night last week, during the end of the week, after working the entire day doing heater jobs. Right now, I'm in full waste oil heater mode install, and I've been bombarded with work. No time to respond, no time to make videos, no time to even call friends on the phone. It's been quite hectic, and I thought the summer was hectic. The only thing is, with the scheduling with my friend, my partner, with the waste oil heater, it's very spontaneous. He has a difficulty in trying to set up a time and sticking to it. So he says, we gotta go. All right, we're gone. And I made a commitment to him to go ahead and help him out with this business. So anyway, long story short, so I apologize for my absence on YouTube. I apologize for my absence in the comment area. And the only thing I've been doing is the live streams in Spanish. That's pretty much it. Trying to stay somewhat active on YouTube. Okay. So, my first thoughts, I wanted to go ahead and recheck everything. Like I said, I was here at the end of the week last week. I did check for main powers and grounds, only using a test light. I did not load test any of the powers and grounds. There is no communication with the scan tool, but I do have communication with other modules. I have communication with, let's say, I don't believe the instrument cluster, but ABS, the airbag unit, and other module, PCM, I believe, body control module I have communication with. And yeah, so I shied away from network issues because I'm communicating there. Okay. So today I'm just going to go ahead and retest everything I've done so far. I also came back another day during the day to try to touch base with the technician who worked on this prior to see if I can get more information on what he has done and his thought process, and to find out if this PCM was used or new, or the original. I'm sorry, the original or used. And from what I gathered, this is back to the original, I believe. I could be wrong. I'm going to start from the beginning. I have marked my powers and grounds. We're going to go ahead and load test. I'm going to use a 2 amp bulb. I have it marked here, 2 amp load here, and I'll back probe. There's only 2 main powers, one which is constant, the other is ignition fed. And then I have, I think, 3 grounds. Yeah, 3 main grounds. and then the 5-volt reference that comes out of the PCM, which one is for the main sensors on the engine. I think the other one is to the transmission, the valve body and the transmission. So they're called 2 different 5-volt reference circuits, but I believe they are shared internally of the PCM. So that's that. So let me go ahead and share this information in Spanish, and then I'll get back to the testing area. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and load test the main powers and grounds. Like I said, we have C1, 2, and 3. Okay, this actually tells you, oh, I thought I did. Oh yeah, okay, black connector on here, C1, this is white, and that's C2. Can you see that? My diagram? Okay, and C3, gray. So, black, white, gray. And constant power is pin 22 is a red and black, which is right here, pin 22, red and black. So I'm just going to go along the side here, back probe it. See, the other thing I didn't like between us is the way the technician started testing wires. You see how they're cut here? They're cut here. And you can see how they're cut back here. You see that? I mean, that's crazy. I don't like that. So now they have to be repaired as well. So we're going to go ahead, back probe right here. This should be the constant 12. If I can get this thing slid next to it. There we go. And a ground. Should be the last one on the row. We have black with tan, black with tan. Oh, black with white and black with tan. So, that's good. And that's good. So we have good power and ground right there. And let me check the last ground, which is on this side. And it is a black with light blue. Yeah, black with light blue. I see it right here. I don't know if you guys can see any of this. There's the black and light blue, and that's good. So far we have a good constant power key on. It can hold 2 amps, decent. I could use my bigger lights and put on about 4 amps, because these gauge wires should hold from 10 to 15 amps easy. They're good gauge wire. I have one more. Oh yeah, key on. I gotta have power on this guy, red with black. Oh wait, key on that one, orange, dark blue. Orange and dark blue, which is number 2 right there. Okay, so we're gonna put this in here, and then I'll have my assistant just turn key on once I have this in. See the keys? Mira. And we do. Good power, boom. Alright. So, we just got done testing. Key off. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's no fuel pump coming on. ASD relay, I doubt comes on. I believe they're integrated. Well, not integrated, but they're intertwined. So let me go ahead and do this in Spanish, and then we'll continue on the testing. Okay, so one of the things I also wanted to do is check the 5-volt reference. And when I was here the other day, that's one of the things I did not notice, even with my low amperage, low drawing test light here. Right now, I'm on the orange pin, which is number 17. 5-volt supply. And this is to the sensors, I believe. Okay. Like I said, there's 2. And key on. And we have nothing. So, we're connected to ground. Testing my test light. We have power. But it does not light up here. And I've moved this all around on here with no avail. And I can feel when I'm in there. So we have no 5-volt reference. So right now this guy is not waking up. We have checked almost everything that we need for this computer. I'm just going to check network up to here. That's one of the last checks I want to do. And you know what? While I'm here, let's check the second 5-volt reference, which is to the transmission, I believe, on this guy. And that's a violet and black on 31, which is way back here. Okay. I'm in there. I'm going to check my test light. Good. And no 5-volt reference. And I am jiggling the connection, and I got nothing. Nothing. Okay. So no 5-volt reference. So one of the things I want to do now is check and see if we have PCI network up to here. And then we can go and do a drag test. And then check for any shorted 5-volt reference sensors, like anything that's on the 5-volt reference circuit, and see if anything's shorted. Yeah. And I'll use my Power Pro for that. Alright, so I don't know if this can be seen, but I have right now a 10-volt scale. I'm going to bring the 0 line down. Oops. It should be a 0 to 7 network signal packets. So let me see. I don't know if you guys can see it. If you guys can't see it, I'll take a screenshot and show you that way. Okay, key on. So I'm gonna go ahead and sweep 500. Alright, I'll record it at 5. Exit. Oh, it is better. Okay. There you go. Yeah. That's fine. Data packets look good. I'll go ahead and record it one more time. Boom. And let me see. We'll go times 8. They look beautiful. They really do. Okay. 0 to 7. Yeah. That's fine. Huh?
Trained by Tex.
Oh, thank you.
Back of the shirt. I like it. Trained by Tex.
Anyway. Let me go ahead and save this. File. Save. Oops. Cancel. Save all frames. Okay. And this is 04 Cherokee PCI. Save. Alright, so I'm going to do it one more time, and I'm going to go ahead and even capture some more time. 1 millisecond sweep. Oh, I gotta do it while I was recording. Okay. Sweep. 1 millisecond. Back. Back. Stop. Record. Stop. There we go. And that's beautiful. It really is. Those are fine. Those packets are fine. Alright. I'll go ahead and save this guy. Cancel. All frames. Okay. Got the 04 PCI. One. Save. Save. Alright. So we've confirmed we have network.
Cuba.
¿Qué pasó, señor?
You've been busy, huh?
Yeah. So we've confirmed we have 07 waveform on the network system here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this in Spanish, and then we'll get back to doing a drag test on the pins for fitment. Alright, so I've disconnected this. I was going to go ahead and apply the 5 volts to the system with the power probe, as suggested by one of my friends, Eric O. from South Main Auto. He said the adapter on the power probe with the computer disconnected on the 5 volt reference circuit, you go ahead and feed it the 5 volts using the adapter, and you can see if there's something shorted in the sensors. If it comes down to 0 right away, then you know something is shorted. Otherwise, it'll maintain at, roughly 5 volts or whatever. So I was going to go ahead and attempt that, but apparently my little adapter went to poop. It's no longer working. So I went ahead and ordered one from Snap-on. Well, for me and the technician that was working on this, because we were just talking about my testing procedure and where I'm going, and see if he had one of those little adapters. He didn't, but he's intrigued and went and ordered one, and I'm going to get one also through his guy, whatever, the guy here. But anyway, so right now all I'm going to do, I've disconnected the connectors here, and I'm going to go ahead and do a drag test on the pins. I've gotten one from the AES test wave kit. Awesome kit. Yes, alright, that's cool. Beautiful. So I'm just going to go through each one of these to make sure we don't have fitment issue. I should just go down the line so I don't skip any. But this is what I'll be doing on all the connectors. As I said, just to make sure that there's no pin fitment issue. And so far so good. The ones that come easily out, there's no pins in. You can feel the difference. And I don't think that's going to be the case. So, plan C. Oh, that feels a little loose. Yeah, it feels a little loose here, and that is I believe that's the network. On gray. Let me see here. Nope. Yeah, it is. Okay. No, that's number 3. Wrong. That was not what I was thinking. Auto shutdown relay. Still matters. It's a little looser than I'd like. Same with 5. Speed control. So I'm just going down the line. And this guy, for the most part, seems pretty good. The only one is the auto shutdown relay control. So this is where I'm at. Okay, and then yeah, plan C. I forgot. I was on my way there. We have 2 5-volt reference circuits. Now, because I have to go ahead and repair a lot of the wiring on here because of the prior technician, I'm going to guess it's him because these are quite copper colored still. If these had been like this for a while, these would have green crusties or some kind of corrosion already. But yeah, so my thought process is snip it where I have enough room to go ahead and reconnect it, solder it, heat shrink it, and put it back together. In case that there is a 5-volt reference shorted, snip that one and snip the other. This will eliminate the 5-volt reference, and then I can check and see if there's a 5-volt reference out. Now, apparently, this is the 3rd PCM he's put in here. I didn't know that. A little bit of miscommunication. And this is not the original. This is the 3rd one. So he says he has a stack of them to go ahead and switch around and throw them in and try it, whatever. At least to see if we have communication, at least to see if we have a fuel pump prime, ASD shutdown relay, the auto shutdown relay. And these are the things I'm looking for, okay? Because he's thinking the network is prohibiting him from doing this. And I'm telling him the network should have nothing to do with the prime or the initial auto shutdown relay. I mean, we have network up to here, so, and this plugged in, we still have a good network. If we're a bad network, I would think it would pull it down, or I don't know, you would see that somehow on the network. So I don't know, that's my thought process, that's his thought process, and I may consult one of the other guys, Joe's Auto Electric, Keith Perkins from L1 Diagnostics. I might reach out to Eric Go again, and I don't know, see what he thinks. This is not my forte. I want to get more involved with this, but this is not my forte, and I know it. So that's that with this. So I'm going to continue doing the drag test on the other two connectors, and then that's my next process, is cutting the 5-volt, the two 5-volt reference circuits. Okay, so I had the battery charger on it. Finally, I got one from guys in the shop. And I just cut these wires at 2 5-volt reference. They're hanging out. Drag test, all good. ASD. Key on. We got it. We got it. I was freaking right. What? Okay, sorry. So yeah, we have ASD relay here. Sorry. I'm so happy. So we did have that momentary ASD relay. Come on, okay? I don't know if you guys heard that. Key off. Oh, gosh. Off. You guys are hearing this? Oh my God, I'm so excited. There is something shorted on the 5-volt reference. Okay, I'm gonna have the mic right next to the relay. Ready? Key on. You heard the fuel pump too, right? You didn't hear that before, right? There we go. We have something shorted on the 5-volt reference. Bam! Okay, so we have found our issue, I believe. So hopefully we can determine where the short is on the 5-volt reference. We can get this thing going. We can get this thing running, okay? Because now we even have a prime. So let me go ahead and do this back in Spanish. One of the things that occurred to me when I was doing the Spanish was to go ahead and just verify that we have the 5 volts coming out of the PCM now. I'm just going to show you that we have 12 volt connected to ground. My test lead is connected to ground, and I'm just proving that we're good ground. Okay, and then you can see how bright, or how dim, rather, because we have the 5-volt reference and the 5-volt reference. Boom. So there you have it. We have the 5-volt reference restored. So we can find out where exactly our short is on the 5-volt circuit. Which one it is, I don't know. It could be the one under the hood as far as sensors are concerned, or it could be the one for the transmission for the valve body. So we'll go from there. Okay, we found the short. And as I suspected, after unplugging all the other sensors, it was a CKP sensor, the crank position sensor. So we no longer have a short. What I also did was I stripped back and I jumpered the leads that I cut to each other, just to verify that the 5-volt reference is still there and that we still have fuel pump and prime action. I mean, that's it. That's a wrap. So the whole issue was the crank sensor pulling everything down to ground. And, well, yeah.
You don't stop working. What time did you start today?
About 7. But this is like my last stop. Second to the last stop.
Second to Cuba. Oh my God. You sleep good at night, right?
Sometimes. Last night I did.
Hopefully tonight you do.
Take care, Chris.
Right.
So yeah, this is it. So I don't know if he's going to go ahead and repair the wires or not, but I feel good now on the call of the crank sensor. It wasn't a computer, so that goes to show you got to do your due diligence and test. I mean, so far, I don't know if any other damage has been done to the computer, but I've known the 5-volt reference to recuperate even though it's been pulled down the ground once the short has been eliminated. it's very possible that he might be able to reuse the old computer that's already programmed and everything. Skin module, blah, blah, blah. I mean, who knows? But that's that. I just wanted to have an ending, fix. I hope you found this informational, helpful, in the process that goes into doing this. I probably could have done a faster job on this, but I'm trying to do a decent video, since I know YouTube is long overdue receiving a video from me. So yeah, again, any questions or anything, hopefully just put them down in the comments and I can get to them. But that's that. So this goes to show the necessity for prepper testing. I mean, I even thought that the PCM was going to be the culprit, and I was proven wrong just because of the testing that had to be done. So I hope you found this educational, helpful. My process of verifying what's going on, how to find the problem, not throwing parts at something. In this case, he was lucky he had plenty of PCMs to go ahead and chuck at it, but somebody like me, I'm not going to have spare cars and PCMs to go ahead and just try things. And in the future, things are being programmed to a vehicle. You can't just go to a junkyard and try parts, and then you're wasting time, you're wasting effort. You know, who wants to do that? So this is the need for testing, for proper testing. Go through everything you can possibly think of. I didn't think that a shorted 5-volt reference would keep the ASD relay from turning on, so I was schooled there. Awesome. So again, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Runs. This is the one I did the diagnostic on. PCM was programmed, the all tell here, and I was a little wrong on the mileage apparently too, 190. But yeah, she's running after the second crank sensor, but I expect the third. Shop didn't want to put in OEM door last. This one I installed as a BWD, and I told them to go with OEM, so we'll see how long this lasts, but it's running. The other crank sensor, after programming yesterday, was cutting off intermittently, or no start, and popping, and all kinds of stuff. Obviously the amplitude on the crank sensor wasn't good enough, so, or it was distorted somehow. But yeah, we'll see how long this lasts. Just wanted to update.